Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Mommy Guide Inc., where we talk about everything and anything that are dear and essential to moms and moms at heart. For those who are new to my channel, I am Mommy Lala. We have talked about teaching our kids to be life learners with Miss Doris Spencer and about the basics of homeschooling with Dr. Donna Pangilina Simpao last week. This week, though, we continue on about learning or teaching our kids important learning skills. This time around, our topic is on discipline. How big a factor is discipline in our children's life? Is availability of information enough to make them succeed in life? How can we make discipline a part of their learning journey? Will discipline lead to our kids having less fun of a time? Hopefully, this and more will be answered on tonight's episode as we focus on discipline to succeed from a former pro surfer turned coach's point of view. We would want to hear from you and engage with you about your views on this topic. Again, we want to keep the discussion, though, healthy and respectful. But yes, we would want to hear from you and engage with you. So if you have questions or comments, just put them down on Mommy Guide Inc.'s Facebook page or my personal page or on Mommy Guide Inc.'s YouTube channel. Surfing is a sport that has gained so much popularity lately. Filmar Alipayo, Piso Alcala, and Roger Kasugay lead the country's name as top-most surfers. Siargao actually has also become a famous venue for surfing in the international surfing community. Joining me tonight in this discussion is Mr. Ivan Villalba Veira. Okay, a professional surfer before becoming a surf coach himself. He has been surfing for over 2 decades and has been competing since 1993 and coaching since 2004. He is currently a surf coach for different surf courses through his own surf coaching school called Elite Surf Coaching. Included in his surf trips are the Canary Islands, France, Morocco, Portugal, Australia, Indonesia, Maldives, Chile, Mexico, and Hawaii. And so, to start the discussion rolling, let's all welcome first time on Mommy Guide Inc., Mr. Ivan Villalba Veira. Buenas noches y bienvenido, Ivan. Mabuhay. Welcome to Mommy Guide Inc.
Buenas noches, good night. How are you?
Oh, I'm good, Ivan. First and foremost, thanks so much for coming in tonight. I know you're a very busy person because even despite the pandemic, I know you still hold classes, right? You still coach for competitions. All right. So how are you? How's your day been?
Very good. I just arrived from the birthday of one of the kids I coach.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
yeah, it was
All
super, yeah,
okay.
good
Thank you.
feeling running here.
All right, thank you so much. So you ran just to make it on time, right? Thank you so much, Ivan. All right, let's just see some of the comments. Okay, good evening, everyone. Excited for today's topic from Sammy Pai. Good evening, Lala and Ivan from Scrap Stash. Okay, hi, Mommy Lala and Ivan from Marapalen. And of course, hi there, Sammy. Sammy Superstar in the house. Thanks for coming by. Okay, hold on. I cannot pull up his comments right now. Okay, hope everyone is well. Yes, Sammy is actually now well known here because he often pops in even into my crafty streams. Good evening, good morning to you, Sammy. And hello everyone from Elite Surf Coaching mismo, Ivan Villalba Veira's coaching school. And hi John! Ivan is a great guy, great surfer, and takes wonderful photos of food too. Indeed, John. Thanks for dropping by, John, tonight. Good morning to you. All right, Ivan. So let's start with the discussion for tonight. Okay. So Ivan, how did you actually become a surfer, or how did you start on this surfing competitions and now coaching?
Okay, I started when I was 15 years old, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I started with my friends in the school. One of my friends he buy a surfboard,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, from the first day I felt like, wow, I love this thing, I like a lot. And yeah, my parents don't want, I think they didn't want I surf because at that time in the 1991
Mm-hmm.
surf was not like a sport like it's becoming now. And my parents, they are not really happy that I'm doing that sport because my mom thought it's not a real sport. But yeah,
Mm.
I started working to buy my first surfboard. After, yeah, I my first year I was crazy, surfing 10 hours per day, 8 hours per day,
Wow.
super super motivated. So yeah, in that time was much easier than now to be kind of good surfer. So
Mm-hmm.
I started competing when even in my first year when I was, yeah, very very low level. But even I remember my first competition was when I was surfing just 1 year or 1 year and a half.
Wow. That
And
fast. International or just local
no,
first?
no, local. My first
Local.
competition was a local competition, but
Uh-huh.
yeah, after that I realized I love competition, and I remember all my friends. You know, when you have 16 years old, you start to have like girlfriends and things like
Mm-hmm.
that. And my friends are going for, yeah, to meet girlfriends, go with girlfriends, and I remember I'm staying on the beach surfing. I see them like they walking on the beach saying bye bye Ivan with the girlfriend, and I surfing during the weekend every day.
Oh, so you fell in love with surfing, not with a
From
girl
the
at 16.
from the first day, I start with 15 years old, and from
Oh,
the
15.
first day I try,
You got
yeah,
hooked on it,
yeah,
right? So
yes,
it
yes.
has been like as I mentioned in your intro this earlier, right? You've been surfing for over 2 decades, right? And as you
30,
said before, when you started, surfing wasn't really considered, a real sport, as you said that time, right? But then you fell in love with it, that actually you pushed on to it. So during that time, Ivan, was there, you knew you liked surfing so much, but was there a school, or who coached you, or how did you like become, better at it?
no, we don't have coaches. We don't have. We have in that time even we don't have internet. So I remember I buy VHS videos,
Uh-huh.
and I think you can, and the magazines. So it's the only thing you can watch professional surfers and try to think how they're doing and try to copy them.
Mm-hmm.
And no coaches. No, that time was just surfing, always trying to improve yourself, do new things. When you are going to competition, you watch other guys doing something different or something you like, and you want to, yeah, to do that like them. Or yeah, it was like a test. How you say testing fail, testing.
Okay, so it's like a DIY thing. You taught yourself. You
Yeah,
coached yourself to actually become better in surfing. As you said, it took you only what? Just barely a year to actually. How did that happen? How were you able to join, without a coach? And then, how did you learn about, what to do? How to actually join a competition early on?
so yeah, even that competition for was like a friendly for me, like a, yeah, like if you are going to play a soccer match with your friends.
Mm-hmm.
But that feeling, I remember I lost my first hit. I get you have 20 minutes and you can get maximum 10 waves, and in that time, you get the three best waves of those maximum 10. And I remember I was
Oh.
super super excited, and I get 10 waves in maybe 10 minutes,
Oh, wow. So
like
you're done in 10 minutes.
yeah, but it's very bad. It's not a good tactic. It's like I did a big mistake, but yeah, I was super
Oh.
excited, super nervous, and I want to do the best. So
Oh.
yeah, but I learned. I thought, hey, next time I want to do better. Next time I want to do better. So my second competition, I was second in the contest.
Wow. So that was a big jump from like gaining nothing, no ranking at all. The next time around, you learned so much from your failure, as we can say, just from what you didn't know in the first one, and you took that and you became second already in the next
Yeah.
competition.
And next verse.
Wow. Oh, and then the third one, you're already first.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay, that deserves a real clap. Congratulations, Ivan. All right, so just like anything else, I think, right? We learn so much also from not just the theory, as you said early on, since there were no coaches, there was no surf school whatsoever at
No.
that time. So
No. No.
you
No.
and there was no internet, right? So you said what you
No.
did was to like get those VHS tapes back then,
Yeah.
right? So in the 90s, and you watched as many probably as you can about surfing and how it's done in the competitions. And that's amazing, right? After just 3 competitions, you were already placing first. All right. So from then on, Ivan, I think how old were you at this time when you ran like your first competition where you got like first place? How old were you that time?
17.
Wow. My gosh, 17. I was just studying at 17. I think I didn't have anything to do. But you're
Yeah.
already competing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
It's something I'm not very proud. That yeah, I start working very young,
mm-hmm.
and I leave the school very young. But yeah, at the same time, yeah, everything now I'm happy. Yeah, I'm not
Mm-mm.
proud, but at the same time I'm proud now because everything now I feel
Yes.
like my mom said that, hey, finally you did what you want, and
Mm-mm.
yeah, my career, my studies was surfing.
Mhm. Yes, actually. So you found your career path, so to speak,
Yeah.
early on, right? And you pursued it. So to have that kind of discipline at a very young age and to actually know, when I went into college, Ivan, honestly, I really didn't know what I wanted to become. So
Mhm.
I knew I know I like the sciences, I like studying, but really, as a career path, I really didn't know what I was gonna become. But you, at an early age, you knew you wanted to become a surfer, and you pursued it with all your might,
Yeah.
right? So that is actually an inspiration. Not everybody can be doctors, not everybody can be teachers. Some have to be surfers, and you are one of those who paved the way for, as you said, the sport as it is right now. Because before you said it's not even considered a sport, right? You said
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
that's why maybe I understand why your parents were probably very hesitant, right? For you to actually continue this. What if it doesn't become a real sport, right? So, you know how parents are. I am a parent now, so I would understand them right now. But it's a good thing that you, at a very young age, were disciplined. Okay. So, from that first competition that you ranked first, so how did you now move forward into, going forward towards your career from the local competitions? Okay, so
Mhm.
how did you now train? How does it look like for a surfer on a daily basis to train and prepare for competitions? How does it differ from if it's a local or if
Mhm.
it's an international one?
So yeah, at that moment I remember. Yeah, the first competition was a local competition, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the second, fourth, I think was it was one of like a 5 competitions part of one tour of my state,
Mm-hmm.
and I was second of the tour because I have one other guy. I think I improved myself as a surfer because we have like a internal competition. He want to win, I want to win, and always
Uh-huh.
pushing our limits to be better. Because when he win the contest, I want to win the next one. I'm training for the next one. I
So
don't want to
you
be second. I don't want to be second.
so
And
you
I think,
thrived in the challenge. You like the
yeah,
challenge, right? So you guys challenge each other.
yeah. And I
Oh.
think in that time, because we were kids, we are no enemies, but we thought like, yeah, kind of enemies in the
Yeah.
competition. But now I realize that we help each others to be better.
Be better. So it was actually a very good atmosphere in surfing at that time. I actually heard one of the, I think in the competition where the Filipino surfer, Roger uh, Kasugay. in the 2019 in the Southeast Asian competition. I think one Indonesian surfer had an almost like a very big wave or almost an accident, and they
Uh-huh.
helped each other get out of that. So there's also that danger, right? So as you said, I think surfing is is a competition, and yet you guys surfers, you have this internal, buddy system that no matter what, at the end of the competition, you guys are friends.
Yeah.
You guys push each other. And I think up to now, that is the feel in the sport. And that's why probably a lot of people, actually in the Philippines, it's actually really gaining popularity as well. All right. So at 17, how long, Ivan, from 17 up to how many years did you actually compete international? And then it's like, is there a world surfing competition? Because Mami
Yeah.
Lala is not very familiar. So
Yeah.
how is like the comp, or is there like, let's say like tennis? I like tennis, so I know tennis. So there's like there's a US Open, there's a Wimbledon, there's a French Open. Is there something like that in
Yeah.
surfing?
Yeah. Yeah. So right now, today, is a
Mm-hmm.
world competition, and that competition is for qualify for the Olympic Games in
Oh,
Salvador.
Olympics. Oh,
So that competition, the name is ISA, ASI. No, ISA.
ASA.
Sorry, a ver, ISA,
ISA.
IA. Yeah,
All right. Oh, so
but
that's what it meant. I saw that in your web page, right?
yeah, it's
But
a
I didn't know what it meant.
International Surfing Association.
Oh, so they are the ones who certify or will tell you if you can enter the Olympics, right? So it's a
Yeah,
qualifying. It's like a qualifying thing.
yeah. That is for the Olympic Games, but at the same time, there is
Mm-hmm.
other tour. The name is WSL
WSL, World Surfing
League.
League. League.
Yeah,
Oh, all right. So
but
there.
that is like a private company, private corporation,
Mm-hmm.
and it's different tour.
Ah, okay. And is there like a European leg, an Asian leg? Is there something like that right
Yeah.
now in?
Yes, so from the WSL there is two tours. The
Mm-hmm.
one, the name is WCT. That one is like the top competition, top tour of the world,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one is WQS. So if you want to qualify for the WCT, the top competition, you need
Mm-hmm.
to run the QS and be in the top. I don't know how top 5 depends of the year, top 6 depends to
Uh-huh.
qualify for the next year in the WCT.
Oh, okay. So, so you were part of all of this like competitions in the past, Ivan? Were you able to join those, or there were no competitions like very like organized competitions like that way back
Yeah,
when?
yeah, that was the beginning. In the 90s was the beginning. For sure, if you talk with someone older than me, they tell you that it was competitions before.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the 90s start to be more worldwide and more famous.
Mm-mm.
And yeah, even before the 90s, it was a competition. But yeah, we have a EPSA, APSA, European
Mm-mm.
Professional Surfing Association. So we have the European tour.
Oh, European
Um,
tour.
yeah, there are many. I think it's like tennis. There are many different tours, many contests.
Mm-mm.
Sometimes there is a brand they want to sponsor one tour, and they have a Red Bull tour. I don't know.
Oh, so on
For
top of, the ones that are actually from, the ones who are like, of course, I believe every surfer, I would be, if I am a surfer, I want to be part of the Olympics. But on top of that, you're saying that there are other competitions that
yeah,
somehow are sponsored by private organizations,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
That
yeah,
can happen from in different parts of the world. As you said, like there's a European competition like that.
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So, how many years again, Ivan, did you like do the
In the competition,
professional? Yes, the professional leg of surfing competition
I don't know how many years, but I know the day I finished my career.
as a
How?
pro. Okay, how?
Yeah.
Okay, how?
So in 2002, I started working for a very good brand, Villalba. It's a
Billabong,
yeah,
yeah.
like,
Yeah, we
okay.
know it here. Uh-oh.
So if for the people don't know about surf, it's like a Nike in the like a Nike Adidas. It's one
Uh-huh.
of the most famous brand in the surf industry. So I started working for them as a rep. At the same time, I have a sponsor of one of the brands, part of the group, sunglasses. And I remember I was in a magazine, in a cover of the magazine, and I have a photo incentive. So that means that in the end of the year, or depends, or sometimes every 3 months, or you send the photos to the marketing manager or
Uh-huh.
to the team manager, and they give you money. Depends of the photos, the size of the photo. If it's a one page, if it's one cover, you have more money. So I
Oh, okay.
remember for that cover, I remember it was 100. I think it was in euros. 1,500 euros, I think, is the price of the cover. Something like
Wow.
that. I
Wow,
don't remember very
awesome.
good. And I remember I went because they sent me a champagne bottle for like a congratulations. And I,
Champagne. Uh-uh.
yeah, because it's very important to have in those times we don't have internet, so the
Uh-uh.
most important is the magazines.
All right. Yes, correct. For
So
marketing. So
yeah,
that started when you were featured. You said, "Okay, I want to stop being pro."
no, no, no.
No.
So I remember I went to my boss and I asked, "Hey, Craig, they didn't send me the money for this.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they forgot. Can you ask?" La la la. And he said to me, "Ivan, do you want to be a professional surfer or do you want to be a professional sailor? If you want to be a professional surfer, I call them and they give you the money, but
Uh-huh.
you lose your job as a sales rep." So that day,
Oh.
the balance, and I thought, okay, a professional surfer is giving me a lot of happiness, but
Uh-huh.
not too much money,
Mm-hmm.
and a professional rep
Mm-hmm.
is what how I am paying my bills, my house, and everything. So I
Uh-huh.
say, okay, it's time to finish my career.
All right. Anyway, at that time, by that time, you have actually done everything, right?
Yeah,
Right? Yes. So it was time to actually move on, right?
yes,
So
yes.
as you
Because
said, so you needed to balance, right?
yes, yes,
Okay, so you found that balance. And then
yeah.
after that, so you moved into coaching. So how did that coaching part happen?
Okay, so one of my colleagues, I work with him, Danny Garcia. He's one of the best surfers in Europe. He's still competing today. He has a 17 years old son, and
Wow.
the Nestor is the son, and Nestor is winning now, and the dad is
Wow.
sometimes they are in the final together. So Danny, I'm 46. Danny finished 48. So Danny is 48, and he's still in the finals.
Wow.
So he created a surf school, and he has two places. One in his city, and the other one is in my area.
Is
So I
this
was the
in
manager.
is this in Spain? Or
Yeah, yeah.
all right, in Spain. Okay.
So he lives 2 hours from me,
Mm-hmm.
and they create one surf school in Santander, where they
Mm-hmm.
come from. Another with the same name in Asturias, where I come from.
Oh, I think there's a brand Santander, right? There is like here there is. I remember. All right. So anyway, so
Yeah.
maybe that's based because of that place, right?
Santander is the a city in
It's a
Cantabria,
city. All
in
right.
Spain.
Okay. And then so he put up two coaching schools, or I mean surf schools, right?
Yeah.
All
So
right.
in that time, we started to work together, and I was the manager of the school. At the same time, I was working for Villalba. So we work in Villa. Our main job is Villalba,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, during the summer we are having that school, and I remember I was coaching. I was the manager of the school, taking care of the kids, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, during 11 years.
All right. So that time you weren't really coaching for competition, right? Yet. You were
It,
coaching kids just to learn how to surf at that point.
yeah, in that moment I was like beginners in the beginning. The first
Mm-hmm.
2 years, more beginners, and then we start having kids. They surf much better. So in
Mm-hmm.
the school they are beginners at the same time, more advanced surfers. And yeah, it was a process of learning as a coach, moving from beginners to more advanced, and then more advanced, and more and more and more.
Mm-mm.
And I think my yeah, the step when I in Spain we have a big crisis, and Villalba they fired all the company, all the workers in Spain. So we lost the work from one day. From today to tomorrow, we lost the job for. We are
Wow.
working for it
In an
years
instant. All right.
like this.
Yes.
Everyone. So after that, I thought, wow, what I'm doing now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was like, wow, what I'm doing, and I
Uh-oh.
was
What's
1 year
next, right? Uh-oh.
yeah, thinking because I didn't want to do a self school for beginners.
Mm-hmm.
I was living in the Canary Island in that time. I moved when they fired all the company, all the workers. I went to
Mm-hmm.
the Canary Island, and
Mm-hmm.
I I was thinking that maybe beginners self school because you get a lot of money,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't want to be part of this business because for me that is kind of business. I thought it's no
Because
motivated
you
me.
really love the sport, right? You really want to support the sport. So of course you need to earn, but not the expense that you don't love what you're doing anymore, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. So that's why I actually asked Ivan, a few days ago if, how about having more students, stuff like that. And then you told me something, right? So can you share to them about your belief in your coaching or your teaching motto?
Um,
It's not about the, as you said, quantity, right?
yeah, yeah. It's better quality than quantity.
Yes. So his is quality over quantity. So you were
Yeah.
in the Canary Islands. Okay, so when that thing happened, the sad thing that Billabong had to happen, but this
Mhm.
became a turning point, right, for you. All
Yeah.
right. So from there, what happened in Canary Island, and then how did eventually come up with elite surf coaching?
So yeah, I was thinking what I'm doing, how I'm doing, and then when I thought, okay, I'm going to do a coaching thing, and I thought it's going to be difficult because in that moment it was something like now it started to be some coaches, but yeah, was 7 years ago, 7 8 years ago, and was something that risky, a challenge. No, like okay, one more self school is going to work, easy money, and yeah, I was training with one of my mentors, Cookie de Dios, and
Mm-hmm.
he helped me to find the name because I say, Cookie, I want to do this and a name, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the name. I'm thinking about the name. I'm thinking about the name. So I went one day for training with him in the afternoon, and I said, Ivan, the name is Elite, like this, super serious. Elite. You need to
Mm-hmm.
call Elite the company. He said, no, but Elite is like army. It's too. No, no, no. Check dictionary. Elite is not this. And
Mm-mm.
he's the one that I having the
Inspired
name
you.
Elite. He told me,
Elite.
Ivan, the name must be Elite. But I remember in that moment, I said, Elite, Elite. That is very. And he said, yes, Elite. You are going to coach elite people. I said,
Yeah,
that.
leveled up, right?
But
Yeah.
this in that moment, I thought, yeah, but elite people is going to be maybe one client.
Yeah. It may be,
And no,
right?
now I'm super happy. I'm
Yeah.
super thankful for the name. Yeah, because even now, sometimes I have a friend here. One day we have a meeting, and she said to me, Ivan, maybe you should start to thinking about coaching elite surfers,
Mm-hmm.
but you can coach elite people too.
Okay.
So
So
it's
both
about
ways.
quality. Quality. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So that's how it started. So where is your business situated? Let's say if there's somebody, let's say from here in the Philippines, who wants to actually turn pro and
Mhm.
wants to like enroll in your school. So
Mhm.
where will they go? Where will they train eventually?
Okay, until COVID,
Okay, before
when
COVID.
yeah. But even before COVID, my plan is to come here to Bali. So a year before COVID, I came to Bali because I usually work in Mentawai
Oh, Mentawai,
and
yes.
here in Indonesia. So I was traveling around the world every year, moving 6 months in Indonesia, Australia, Maldives, them going back to Canary Island. So I was thinking I want to have a place more at center, more. I want to travel, but I don't want to be moving every 2 months.
So you wanted to
No,
settle on
like,
a place
yeah,
where you can actually do your business. They have good waves, and you were okay with it. So you settled on Mentawai, which is in Indonesia, right?
yeah,
So it's very near the Philippines, right? Very near
yeah.
us. All right. Maybe you can also go here, Siargao.
Yeah, I think when the life is going back to normal, I think is one place that I can go there. Yeah.
Yes. All right.
One
So
one of my she won in Philippines.
yeah, you mentioned that to me, right? So that's so
Yeah.
awesome. Actually, I didn't know about surfing much. I learned it from Ivan, and he even told me that yes, there's a leg in the Philippines. It's done in, I thought it was Baler because it's where I had, my kids like surf for baby surfing stuff like that. And then no. And then he googled and said Siargao, and then I remembered, oh yeah, Siargao. It's actually become famous because of surfing. So that now going back to elite. So now elite coach surfing, surf coaching. All right. So now is we're in pandemic. So are classes still continuing?
And right now, I'm coaching local kids here, and I'm more focused in this in YouTube. The COVID makes me think what I need to do something. I need to improve myself. I need to do something. I cannot be just waiting for the COVID finish and doing nothing.
Exactly.
So yeah, at the same time, I creating my company here. The name is Elite, because here I cannot call Elite Self Coaching. So here the company, the name is Elite Self International,
Oh, okay.
like in the papers, so in the
Yes,
documents.
yes.
But in the internet,
So your
Elite,
brand, so to speak, is Elite
yeah,
Coach, Elite
Elite Self
Surf
Coaching
Coaching.
is the
All right.
brand. But yeah, here in the documents for the government and everything is Elite Self International. And yeah, I having all I have a friend now. He's a friend because in the beginning he was my lawyer, but now I
Is your
come now
lead.
from his birthday
All right. So
because I
actually,
have a
coaching still continues, Ivan.
So now I'm coaching some of my athletes by WhatsApp, by internet, because they are in Australia or they are in Spain or in Salvador in the contest. Here I coach local kids,
Okay.
but not like when I'm working, really working.
Uh-huh.
I coach every single day, 3 persons, 4, sometimes 5 every day. And now here, no, I'm not working at this level. Now I'm super focused in the YouTube channel I'm creating now,
All
in
right.
thinking about for my new approach of coaching.
All right. So actually, uh, elite surf coaching is evolving, right?
Yeah,
So now, because you have to adapt to the times, meaning, as you know, we don't know when this pandemic is going to end, right?
yeah,
But then we
yeah.
want to continue coaching or teaching those who actually want to do so. And so, actually, okay, Ivan has several social media handles. Okay, I'll just show it to them, Ivan, all right? So, if, okay, you want to know more about, how to actually, train, how is training being done, okay, you can send them a message for inquiries on their Facebook page. It's called Elite Surf Coaching. Also, on his Facebook page, Ivan Villalba. And he also is in LinkedIn as Ivan Villalba Veira. And a lot of stuff, everything that has to do with, how the different coaching classes is on his website, www.elitesurfcoaching.com. And of course, if you like what you've been seeing so far, please don't forget, like and subscribe also to my YouTube channel, Mommy Guide Inc. All right, and also Instagram, Mommy Lalaber, and Facebook, Mommy Guide Inc. And of course, don't forget, Elite Surf Coaching also has now a YouTube channel, right, Ivan?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
So how often do you like upload new videos or stream?
So, yeah. So every Monday I'm going to upload something. So one Monday is going to be a stream, and the next Monday is going to be one video, a tutorial or something. So every Monday is something.
All right, that's awesome. So that's every Monday. The nice thing about it is that Indonesia and the Philippines were on the same time zone. So if ever Ivan streams, then you can actually, engage with him on his YouTube channel. He talks about and he interviews like the last time, right? He engaged with another surfer, a winning surfer, right? A pro surfer. So you
Yes.
can learn a lot. All right. So right now, Ivan, what courses like can they again? Elite surf coaching is basically more for those who already want to go into competitions, right? Really serious about it, or do you also have that beginner surf classes or none at this point?
Okay. Okay. So I don't know if it's 80%, 90% of my clients, I call them hobby surfers or daily surfers. So that is me.
Hobbyist.
Yeah, people that they surf for 7 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, and they want to improve because, yeah, you need someone explain to you what are you doing right, why, what are you doing wrong, and why.
So
And
they want mentoring, right?
yes, it's in all the sports you have a coach. Every
Exactly.
sport has a coach. If you play tennis, you have a coach. If you are going to the gym, you have a coach. If you play, I don't know, football, soccer, you have a coach. So
Exactly.
surfing is the same. You don't need to be Cristiano Ronaldo or I don't know Rafa Nadal to be coach from someone. For surfing, it's the same. You don't need to be Kelly Slater, John, one of the best surfers of the world to be coached. You can
But
be just one person want to improve and
okay. But
need
if they
help.
want, let's say beginner, but they really want to learn, will you accept them if ever? Or you would like to tell them to learn first the basics when you've already got it, then come back to me?
So until now, I always say this: no, no beginners, no beginners, no beginner. Always have. Sometimes I have a compromise. So it's like someone, imagine, I don't know, big friend of someone, a compromise. I say, okay, if I'm not busy, okay, I'm going to
All
give you a
right.
class. Usually say no, 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 no. Even when I have clients, they come with a partner. One of them coming with me, and the other one of the couple is beginner. And I always recommend, okay, you can go with this school and you go for this class, and I recommend someone. But maybe I improve. I think before I was like super like this, like okay, no, no,
No,
no,
no,
no.
no, no. Okay.
This was my friend Aya. She told me, Ivan, maybe you can coach elite people. Even they are beginners, but elite people.
All
So
right.
yeah, the next step, and I'm thinking now. Right now, I'm thinking about this next step to coach top surfers, hobby daily surfers, and maybe some beginners, but
Okay.
totally different
Correct.
of the common
But they
schools.
have to
Like,
be really serious, right? Because you don't want
and
wasting your time for somebody who doesn't really is serious in what they want to do, right?
and very, very, very small groups, super private, like no like 10 people going with no sense.
Yeah, because you
Like
really said, right? You're not after quantity, you want
yeah, quality.
quality. So it's
Yeah.
like when I say I've been to elite surf coaching school, it means that I went to the best. Ah, that's so cool. All right, so let's read some comments first, Ivan. Okay,
Okay.
John, okay, wants to know, hold on. What is happening to my stream deck? Oh, there you go. If you could pick only one place to surf and live forever, Ivan. Okay, would it be where you are now or somewhere else?
Yes, he's here. This is why I choose the place.
Oh, okay. So you really like Mentawai, Indonesia at this point.
No, I mean, but
Oh, sorry, Bali, Bali.
yeah.
Yes,
So
Bali.
yeah, if you think about the best waves, one of the best places for surfing is Mentawai.
Mentawai.
But the life there is super quiet, very basic, and because I was living during the lockdown, 6 months there,
Yes.
uh, um, Yeah, I love the place. I love the ways, but it's no place to for living all my life there. I prefer live in Bali because
So
I love food.
Bali is like it's like a win-win place for you, right? Very near the
Yeah,
waves, and yet the life you like it, right? Not too
ways are good.
fast, not too slow, just right.
I think here you have everything because you have food. I love food, so
Yeah, John said we love your food,
yeah.
daily food blogs. Yes.
So you can. I just arrived from Mexican food, but yesterday I have yeah, you have here food from everywhere in the world, from Italy, from Mexico, from Japan, from India,
Everything.
everywhere. You have all kind of oil styles of food, very good quality, good price.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, you have good connections. So if I need to go to Australia, I can go to Australia. If I need to go to Europe, I can go to Europe. The
All right.
ways and there are ways during all year because
All year
in the Canary
round.
Islands, usually we have ways from October to April, and then
And no
there are ways,
more.
but no day. And here
Oh.
in Bali, you have conditions you can serve almost every day.
Every day, the whole year round.
Yes,
All
yes,
right, that's awesome. So perfect for your business and at the same time the lifestyle. You found your so to speak place to be. So there you go. That's the answer, John. All right. So Sammy Pai said it's been a long time since my brother and I last went surfing. All right. So before you can go to um, Ivan, you need to really, really be a little bit better. All right. The Elite Triangle logo is great. I agree, John. It looks very professional and it looks very nice. Okay.
thank you.
Binky Bigs, we'll check out Ivan's YouTube channel after the stream. Yes, please. And don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, CK. Hi, CK. Whoa, Lala and Ivan. Hooray. Love seeing you both. Thanks so much, CK, for coming over. You remember CK, Ivan?
I don't see now the photo. I
Remember
need to check
CK? She was with us in April.
in Lida,
Yes.
but
She
I
was
don't
one
see
of the
now.
moderators, remember? She is always
Ah,
the one, with Paul.
photo. Yeah,
Yeah. And Lynn, right? So you're making me hungry and I just finished breakfast. All right. Yes, Ivan always posts his normally breakfast and dinner, right? Because that's maybe his before he goes out and then before he,
yeah.
goes off to bed. All right. So before we leave actually for tonight, Ivan. So
Mm-hmm.
it's such an amazing journey for you, right? So from you, despite that time that surfing wasn't really, as you said, considered a real sport, but you pursued it, and I don't think that is something that you achieved like in an instant like that, right? So it took lots of discipline. So can you give us now, especially those who are young and would
Mm-hmm.
want to pursue surfing or probably anything in life, what wisdom can you like give them as tips, to in terms of discipline? How can they train themselves, discipline themselves to be able to achieve like what you're doing right now? You went through, the you went through pro, now you're teaching, and now you're in a place where you really want to be. So how to
Mm-hmm.
achieve that? What kind of discipline or what do they need to do?
Okay, I think, in my opinion, the first, I think, yeah, you are right with the in self and in everything in the life,
Mm-hmm.
is the same. So if you want to success,
Succeed. Yes, succeed.
succeed in something,
Yes.
um, first you need to have a goal. You need to know what you want.
Mm-hmm.
So after you know what you want, you because if you don't know what you want, or if you don't have a goal, you don't have motivation.
All
So
right.
the first thing you need to have is motivation.
Motivation and a
Yes,
goal. Mm-hmm.
yeah. Because if you don't have a goal and you don't have motivation, mm,
You'll
who is
easily
going to
give up, right?
make you like wake up in the morning, raining, snowing, or walk 10 kilometers, or depends on what your goal is. But always when you want something difficult, if you are motivated and if you have like a goal, I always explain you need to have a goal, short term, mid term, and long term.
All right. So not just one, like it's just like a long-term goal, right? So you should have like a long-term, mid one,
Yeah.
all right, and a short-term one.
Or if it's like if we are going to imagine we need to walk 1,000 kilometers to arrive in our goal or final goal. The long-term goal is 1,000 kilometers away from us. If you think about, wow, 1,000 kilometers, wow.
I'm gonna give
Too
up.
much.
Right? So
Yeah.
maybe in the beginning you're very excited, right? But when you get
But
tired or you meet some
second day or second,
challenges, right? You want to give up.
yeah, you think, boy, it's already 1 week and I only walk 5 kilometers. So if you have these goals, the only one goal in the end, the big one, is going to be sometimes frustrated maybe, or sometimes you think, well, I'm not going to make it, or even you don't feel you are going to the goal because it's too long. But if you have a short terms, and the most important thing is when you know the goals and you need to write.
Oh, write
And
them
you need to,
down. All right, that's a good
yes,
one. So the goals have to be written down.
yes, because sometimes you don't think you already achieved the goals, and you think, oh, this is too long, 1,000 kilometers, 1,000 kilometers. But maybe you already walk 500, but you don't realize you are already in the middle of the way.
Oh,
So you need to
okay.
have the short-term goal, mid-term goal, and then you need to check, hey, I make this one. Oh, no?
So give yourself a pat on the back, right?
Yeah.
All
And
right.
if you makes you motivated to still walking, to still going for that goal, and yeah, the way is short, looks shorter because you already achieved some
Correct.
goals.
All right. Ivan, on that note, okay, somebody's asking, Eileen Riego on my personal FB says, how do you motivate yourself to keep on training during the days when you don't feel like it? That's the thing. That's a hard thing, right? So how do you
So
motivate? How did you motivate yourself?
okay, so now, for example, right now I'm in an injury. So I broke my tendon in last month. Last month, yeah,
Yes, last
1 month
month.
and a half ago, I think. So now I cannot serve, but usually when I can serve, sometimes when I'm not motivated,
Yes. So
I don't
Ivan
serve.
now is a bionic man, right? You're one of your
No,
arm.
I could serve
Oh,
in
no
my room.
more! Wow, it's gone!
No,
Great!
because in my room I don't use. I feel free here and I feel safe. So here yeah, you can
Oh,
see
you can already
this.
flex it.
Yeah, and this is the
The surgery.
here. Yeah, here is
Ah,
nothing. It's really clean.
okay, okay.
Yeah, I
So,
can show them. Yeah,
yeah,
one
so how
second. You
the okay, okay, Ivan. All right, Ivan had an accident almost
this
latter
is
part of April, right? There you go.
usually
That's why
this.
I call him Bionic Man because he wears that when he goes
Yeah, yeah.
outside, right?
This
So
is usually
yeah,
like this,
that limits his movement.
like
So
this.
yes,
Yeah,
he cannot overexert, right? So there you
yeah.
go.
This makes me stop here.
Yes.
But because I'm in the room and because I'm in the interview, so
Yes. Yes. And
I
then Iman, remember, you mentioned to us before that the doctors in the hospital were actually like very perplexed or like why he's the only person we've seen come out of surgery with smile on his face or people were
yeah.
almost all the time complaining about being in a cast having that like bionic arm, but you on the other hand you were always joyful, right? So how do you keep that joy in your heart even though you got injured, you might not have you might have to be out of the water for a while. So I think maybe that's what Eileen meant, like how did you motivate yourself?
Okay, so first, because for good or for bad, I already have many injuries. So I already know the feeling, the moments that you are low, what happened when you are. Yeah, I know the process of you have when you are injured. So yeah, when I broke, it was surfing, and when I broke, I feel the pain. I thought, I knew what happened to me. It's like I was paddling with the arm like this, paddling to going back to the boat, and that paddling was 10 minutes because I cannot swim. And at that moment I was thinking like, oh, I cannot ride the motorbike. So very bad negative stuff. Oh, I cannot do this, I cannot do that, I cannot coach, I cannot like wow.
So all
But
the
yeah,
negative thoughts started to come in, right? So how did you
like this.
battle that? How did you get out
Yeah,
of
and
it?
the first, yeah, because it's normal, and you always think about why I did get this wave. It's always the same, when you have an injury, why I do this, or imagine if you do a step in the stairs and you fall, why I did this step. But yeah, after that you say, okay, it's done. I cannot
Undo.
change
Yes.
my life, so I need to focus on the positive things. So after that, I thought, okay, maybe this happened to me because I need to be more focused in work. And if I have no the injury, I'm going to be surfing, and maybe I come tired and I'm not focusing job. So okay, let's go to focus in the YouTube channel, learning. I'm watching many videos, tutorials, learning every day, learning.
So
And
it's really getting hold of that thoughts, the thoughts in your mind, right? And turn them into things that are positive, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I think that's basically what Ivan is trying to tell us, that you are the one who can change that mindset of yours. So, no amount of people telling you can do it. If you yourself will not change those negative thoughts, right? As Ivan said, he was thinking about, oh no, I cannot ride my motorbike, I cannot teach, I cannot do this. But then eventually, in an instant, he said, no, 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 no. There are many things I can still do, even with this injury. And
Yeah.
that's why right now he has an amazing YouTube channel. So don't forget to like and subscribe, please. All right. So Gudrun Harold is actually in the house. Hi, Gudrun. Good
So
morning. I'm not sure what time it is in Germany, but hi there.
I think it's midday in Europe. Hello. You, I cannot hear you.
Oh, so sorry. I was in mute for a while. I accidentally touched it. Anyway, I was saying that Mark Thomas is wanting to say hi. Hi, Mark. And Ellie Calhoun. Okay, and also Mark, no internet. That's not possible. Yes, but that's why he transferred to Bali. That's why he likes Bali. And Sarah coming in a little bit late. Hi, Sarah. It's okay. You can actually watch on replay. So again, Ivan, as you said, discipline is not that didn't play a small part. It actually played a very big part in what you have done to be able to succeed, right, in your surfing career as a pro surfer and now a coach. All right, can you just say some last few words of encouragement to the young, especially to the young who wants to pursue surfing but may have, either because of money or because of whatever situation they have right now in life. As you said, you started at 15,
Hmm.
right? Your parents weren't even, okay with it. Okay, so can you please, give them some encouragement so that for those who want to really be professional surfers, or as you said, anything that you want to do in life to succeed. All right, Ivan.
So okay, so the thing is the same. Everything is coming from motivation. So if you really want something, anything, I don't care if it's pro surfer, go to anything you want in your life, is coming from motivation. If you are motivated, if you really want something, you can. Never think I cannot. Oh, this is too high for me. Or I have no money. Or if you really want, you are going to find the way, the solution to make this thing happen. So this is
Exactly.
the my best advice. When you want something, you really want something, you feel that I want this thing, you can.
You can. All right, Ivan, and I hope and pray that we get to see you in the future live here in the Philippines, surfing in the Philippine waves in Siargao. All right, so
Yes.
when it's safe. All right, and with that, thank you so much, Ivan, for coming over. And I hope this is not the last. All right, thank you so much, everyone, for joining me and Ivan today. And don't forget to like and subscribe both our YouTube channel, mine, Mommy Guide Inc., and Ivan's is Elite Surf Coaching. And he has new uploads, alternating live streams and videos every Monday mornings. And so with that, we'd like to say thank you. Have a blessed week ahead. Bye, everyone. Bye, Ivan.
Bye.
Thank you so much, everybody, for dropping by. Till next time, this is Mami Lala saying good day, everyone. Bye.